Hi, everybody.
Police reported ahead.
There be coppers. I want to talk about emotional reasoning. This was a video topic I saw on another channel called A Shrink for Men. If you haven't heard of her, by all means go over there, check her out. Her content is mostly geared towards men dealing with female narcissists and other disordered women. And I think it just helps a lot for men to hear it coming from a woman. But her channel is really good. And one of the topics she discussed was emotional reasoning. And it was a good video. And I wanted to share it with you. Because her delivery style is usually very cut, dry, and academic. If you watch, you'll see what I mean. It's very good content. I like to more or less pretend like I'm having a conversation with people, so my style is kind of sort of more open and meandering, as is typical of ADHD. But emotional reasoning, it's a good thing to know. And in order to understand emotional reasoning, you also have to understand intellectual reasoning, IQ, and EQ. Because they all sort of fit together like a big plus symbol or Hail Mary full of grace, whatever kind of air drawing I am doing this morning. So emotional reasoning goes along with intellectual reasoning, IQ, and EQ. We all know IQ. We all hear that thrown around. Most people make the mistake of believing it's how smart somebody is. That's not entirely accurate. IQ is just basically intellectual quotient or intelligence quotient. It's a problem-solving capability divided by age. So if you're 2 years old and you can say, hey, 2 plus 2 is 4, you're really high IQ because that's a particular level of cognition divided by 2. Well, if you never get any better at math than that and you're 40, your IQ becomes really low because now you're dividing by 40. So with IQ, the idea is in order for your IQ to remain the same, you must be constantly improving just to stay put. If you stop learning altogether, your IQ gradually drops with every single birthday. Happy birthday, you're dumber. So that's IQ. EQ works the same way. EQ is emotional intelligence quotient, right? So it's more or less your ability to get through life without pissing people off, making other people happy, making yourself happy, having positive interactions, etc., right? So it's how you measure somebody's social skill, persons. So it's kind of sort of, two dimensions there. We've all known people who are highly intelligent that really just have no people skills. And we all know people who are wonderful people, but God bless them, they'll never be a rocket surgeon. So that's sort of how that works. Well, now, intellectual reasoning and emotional reasoning sort of go hand in hand with this. Intellectual reasoning is rationalizing behavior for factual, cognitive, or cognition-based reasons. So, for example, the notion of saying, I'm going to do the right thing. It's going to suck, but sometimes you have to do what's right, not what feels good. That's an example of intellectual reasoning. Intellectual reasoning is one of the reasons why you wash your clothes, why you wash your sheets, why you do laundry, why you do the dishwasher, why you keep your house clean. Because it's not like you want to do it, but if you don't do it, it just leads to bigger problems. Emotional reasoning is doing things that feel good. And so the things we do for loved ones because we love them, right? Or you say, no, I'm not going to do, normally I wouldn't do this, but because I'm doing this because I love you. not because I want to, right? That's emotional reasoning. Well, there becomes a problem when emotional reasoning becomes your golden hammer, when that's all you've got as your only tool to wield. When emotional reasoning is your hammer, everything looks like a nail, and so as a result, you start using emotional reasoning in the domains of intellectual reasoning when you really should not. So a good example of this, and you see this in narcissism. Narcissists tend to believe that their feelings are facts. Like, so because they're mad, it is your fault. Because they're angry, you have done something wrong. How do I know you've done something wrong? Because I'm mad. And because I am mad, you're wrong. So it doesn't matter what it is that you've done. The reasons don't matter. The results don't matter. What matters is they're mad, so you're wrong. A hyperbolic example, and this is something that I just read. This happened in India. A lady accused a man of rape with his eyes in a coffee shop from the other side of the coffee shop. This lady tweeted out and called him out on Twitter. I guess he was the owner of the coffee shop. And she was like, "You raped me with your eyes." You know, it was this unbreaking, creepy stare. Well, okay, like every female knows this. And every guy has seen the female crazy eye too, right? We all know the crazy eye. But we already have a word for that. It's called the fucking crazy eye. Not rape. No, that's something completely different. See, the thing with the crazy eye, you can always look away. You can always remove yourself from that situation. It's creepy as shit, yeah. Believe me, I've seen the female narcissist crazy eye, where they're just right? That's not rape. And so in the whole Twitter maelstrom that ensued, she said, "I felt raped by his gaze. He raped me with his gaze." So somebody let her know what reality is and how to get back to it. You know, the two are not the same thing. And for anybody who's ever been through such such horrific abuse, a crazy eye stare, not even close. It does a disservice to those who've been through abuse and trauma. They don't really appreciate this woman equating the two. Right? It's not the same at all. So this is emotional reasoning. When it doesn't matter your reasons, and there's really nothing you can do about it when you're with somebody like this. But it's also something everybody does. It's part of the package. It's part of human psychology. And when used correctly, it works out well. These are the things I do for you because I love you. But I caught my son using it the other day, as all kids will do. This past weekend, Saturday, we went out as a family. Sunday, we went out as a family. And so Sunday morning, my wife told my son, go ahead and go get dressed for the day so we can head out. And he comes down wearing the same clothes as he wore yesterday, which wouldn't be his first time doing that. And so my wife was like, "Why are you wearing the clothes you just wore yesterday when you know they're dirty? Did you not put these in the dirty clothes?" Excuse me. See, I'm allergic to bullshit, so the reason that he gave just put me into a sneezing fit. So she said, didn't you put it in their dirty clothes? Why are you wearing dirty clothes? And he says, I don't know. And I was like, no, son, you know. Don't try to feed us that crap. Don't lie. 'Cause that's a lie. You know why you put it on. Because I know that you know your own thoughts. So you made a conscious decision to put it on. So you need to explain the process. He says, well, I really like the emoji that's on this shirt, and I wanted to wear it again today because I only have one shirt with this emoji. And I was like, go upstairs and change your clothes. So, but what was this? Well, I mean, he's 10. This is an innocent situation. Kids will do this. It's, yes, I know I'm not supposed to wear dirty clothes. I wore these yesterday. I sweated in these. They're nasty. They're in the dirty clothes hamper with all the other dirty clothes. But I like the pattern on the shirt. I like the pattern on the shirt, and I want to wear the shirt. So I'm going to wear the shirt. So I put the shirt back on. I know my son well enough to know that he's just trying to do it because he doesn't like doing his laundry, and whenever he gets a chance to reduce the amount of laundry he does, he tries to sneak one by. But, it's still not okay. And I sat down with him and I said, I know that you already know that logically, you wake up, you shower the night before so you're clean. Then you go to bed clean so you don't get a bunch of junk all in your sheets. So then the next morning you wake up clean, you put on clean clothes, you wear your clean clothes all day. By the end of the day it's dirty, you put your dirty clothes in the dirty hamper, and then you take another shower. As well as, you already know, I know you know because we've had this conversation. Dirty clothes stay in the dirty clothes hamper. They don't go back on your body. Because almost immediately, you're just now covering yourself in yesterday's filth and adding more filth on top of it. So by the end of the day, you're twice as dirty. That's why you don't put dirty clothes back on. Because dirty clothes leads to being sick. Do you like diarrhea? And he's like, no. I was like, do you like throwing up? No. Okay then. Don't wear dirty clothes. They're your first line of defense against viruses and bacteria. Don't go putting them back on, walking around all day. It's gross. So, but that's an example of him using emotional reasoning to do something that defies logic. And as I said in the beginning, this is a tool that we should all have in our toolkits. But if you don't know how to use it right, what good is it? We all know how to use a hammer, but if you're using a hammer to give your spouse a back rub, it's not what it was for. You go to jail, right? Good luck using that defense. Oh, officer, no. It was supposed to be a shiatsu massage with a claw hammer. Well, yeah, why? See what I mean? The tool's only as good as your knowledge on how to use it. So, yeah, that's about all I got on that one. It's called emotional reasoning, different from intellectual reasoning. So all four of these, to sum it back up, you have IQ and EQ, and then you have intellectual reasoning and emotional reasoning. And all four of those have to go together and stay balanced to have a healthy mindset. Toxic people do not have a healthy balance of IQ, EQ, intellectual reasoning, and emotional reasoning. And as a result, they drive you crazy. Thank you very much. Please like, comment, or share, and I'll see you on the next video. Damn radar detector. Shut up. God damn.